Simmons for the love of the game.
Yo, man, welcome back. I'm Jalen, aka the Professor. Y'all are now tuned in to another episode of For the Love of the Game. And today, none other, man, we got Ben Simmons. All right. So if you're into the basketball world, all right, if you're in the basketball stratosphere, or if you are somewhere near Philly or in Philly, you understand what is going on with Ben Simmons. All right. I am basically going to give y'all the quick rundown, right, of what has transpired over the past couple months in Philly and why there's so much tension between Ben Simmons and the 76ers. Okay. So basically, Ben Simmons does this. So Ben Simmons does that, okay? And you hear the commentator say he was right there. You hear the crowd going crazy, so he spins off. And look at this. I mean, Ben Simmons is 6'10". Trae Young not gonna do anything. Trae Young's running through the lane. He's expected Ben Simmons to dunk this. Ben Simmons was in so many shooting woes, and he had a rough postseason. He didn't shoot it, okay? Ben Simmons does that, okay? Then the best player on the team, okay, Ben Simmons, co-superstar, if you will, comes after the game on the post-game interviews. Okay, they lost that game. That was a game 7. Okay, they lost by 7 points. They were the number 1 seed. Joel Embiid comes out and he says this.
Man, I'll be honest. I thought the turning point was, when we, I don't know how to say it.
Right, I was about to say. So y'all see, whatever he's gonna say right now, he knows either he shouldn't say or he just doesn't want to say it, but it's just a fact.
I thought the turning point was just, we had an open shot and, we made one free throw and we missed the other, and then they came down and scored and we didn't.
All right, man. So Joel says, okay, I think the turning point was when we had an open shot and then we passed out the open shot and we ended up making one of the 2 free throws. What he's alluding to is the Ben Simmons play. Ben Simmons had the open shot. He passed it to Matisse Thybulle. Matisse Thybulle only made 1 out of the 2 free throws that they had when they had a guaranteed 2 points at the rim right there. So Joel says that's the turning point when I think we lost the game. All right, so that's the best player on your team. That's your co-superstar. He comes out and says that. So Ben Simmons is already feeling some kind of way. Then the coach, Doc Rivers, his first year there at that. First year playing with Ben Simmons. First year coaching Ben Simmons, everything. Post-game, also, he says this.
David, I don't know that question or the answer to that right now. So I don't know the answer to that.
All right. So that right there, right? That was the reporter asking Doc Rivers, is Ben Simmons a championship caliber point guard? Can you win a championship with Ben Simmons? Okay. They asked the coach that. And the coach said, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I don't know where we are right now. Basically just alluding that Ben Simmons is not a championship point guard. Okay. So I want to throw this in now. They lost that game 7 by 7 points. Ben Simmons had 5 points. Okay. Ben Simmons is the number 1 draft pick. He is the 76ers co-superstar. And he had 5 points in that game. In a game 7, a crucial game 7. So, now fast forward, okay. So, at the end of that year, right, everyone's heartbroken. They lose. In the offseason, it's kind of your time to reload and unvamp and just relax a little bit, right? You might go out of town. Younger guys, maybe not even young guys, but some guys stay home. You can do whatever in the offseason, okay. Ben Simmons decided to go MIA, all right. Ben Simmons, he doesn't talk to the 76ers all season. He doesn't show up to training camp. He doesn't show up to media day. Media day is essentially the first day of basketball. That is when basketball starts. First day interview, first day of school almost. The first day interviews, picture day, everything. It's the first day of school, okay? So he goes MIA and he doesn't talk to them anymore to the point where they're communicating with Ben Simmons' agent about where's Ben. They find out through Ben Simmons' agent, Rich Paul, that Ben Simmons doesn't want to play for the team anymore, right? Ben Simmons wants to be traded. That's what they find out. So now we come back, right? And there's a tweet here, and it says, Ben Simmons listed his apartment at the Ritz-Carlton in Philadelphia for $3 million earlier this month. Now, he also listed his New Jersey home for $5 million. The 10,500 square foot home is 20 miles from the arena and includes a gaming room, a movie room in a fish tank. So Ben Simmons not only goes MIA, okay, he goes MIA and doesn't talk to them all summer, doesn't show up to any training camp, doesn't answer any calls with the front office, but he sells his 2 homes that are in the area. Okay, so this is looking like Ben Simmons is going to force his way out of Philly, and I don't blame him. Okay, so right here, I want to know whose side are you on, Ben Simmons or the Sixers? All right, with the information you know now. So here we go. So Ben Simmons is like, I'm not going to report to y'all. I'm not going to talk to y'all. I actually want to be traded because honestly, I understand it. Because if you were with your friends, right, if you was with the guys and you leave the room and you find out they're talking trash about you, but one of your other friends recorded it, then he posted it, right? Because that's kind of what it's like. Like the media asks him those questions, you know everyone's going to be able to see your response. It's right after the game. So not only does Joel, your road dog, right, your co-superstar come out and say, I think we lost the game. We passed up an open dunk, which is true. Let's say that. It's true, all right? But then your coach comes out and says, I don't know if Ben Simmons is a championship caliber point guard. Again, while it may be true, Ben Simmons is just kind of looking like we just lost a tough game, okay? All this stuff has happened, and now y'all are coming out dogging me on national TV. So he goes in, man, he doesn't talk to him. So what Philly does is they say, okay, well, that contract we gave you is to play. All that money you have in your bank account is to play for the 76ers. And they basically said, if you're not going to play, we're going to take the money from you. So basically, after media day, all the days Ben Simmons missed, they started taking money. That led to this. Ben Simmons showed up, as always, you know. No matter how much money you make, you never want to lose money. So Ben Simmons shows up to practice. Mind you, he hasn't talked to the players. The last interaction he had with these guys is when they were dogging him post-game. This is how Ben carries himself at practice. Jogging. Lazy. Moving. Look. Hold on, y'all. I need to take it back. The phone's in his pocket. Right? He's isolated right here, dribbling the ball by himself. The report said he was very lazy at practice, and he was very isolated. Look at his face, stale face. Doesn't want to be there, okay? Just completely doesn't want to be there. Now, this is my thing. I don't blame him, okay? You can't dog nobody on national TV. You can't dog nobody. You can't kick a man when he's down. Take his money. Basically force him to come back to practice and then expect him to be happy. All right. So from that, okay, that practice clip went viral. He then got suspended for 1 game, all right? Detrimental conduct to the team, all right? Basically being a distraction or anything like that, right? So Doc Rivers suspends him for just 1 game though, right? Hence, they need him, okay? So you wanna punish him, but just say like, hey man, let's get it together. So he misses the season opener against the Pelicans because he was suspended for detrimental conduct to the team, all right? So when we get to Ben Simmons, the player, all right, Ben Simmons is a 6'10" point guard who legitimately can average 15.7 rebounds and 7 assists. So then I guess the question would be, where's all this hate coming from? If he's such a unicorn of a player, why would the fan base and everyone else be so hard on him? The problem is the game is evolving, all right? Everybody shoots threes. That's what everybody does. You don't have to shoot threes, but you need to do something else amazing. When he's on the floor, there's trouble spacing. All right, him and Joel. Joel's not exactly a floor spacer. He can shoot it even better than Ben Simmons, but he's not a floor spacer. So what it comes down to is that Ben Simmons has played for 4 seasons, and he's attempted 5 threes in his entire career. Ben Simmons is not an injury-prone player, okay? So he plays about 60-plus games every year. In his career, he's played 275 games, and he's only attempted 5 threes. He's never attempted 1 3 for an entire season. And I mean an average, right? So when you go look at the numbers and see how many threes he's attempted per game, it's never 1, not a whole number. It's 0.1 or 0.2, right? Which is about a 3 every 27 games or some odd number like that. All right, so while he's a 6'10" point guard who can give you 15, 7 to 7, amazing defender, the NBA is moving at a certain pace, okay? And he needs to keep up with it. And he's not exactly doing that, right? Philly's a hard place to play. He's a number 1 draft pick. They have a lot of stock in him. They invested a lot in him. They want more than that. They want more than in a game 7 for you to pass up a wide open dunk with 3 minutes left and you only score 5 points in the game. They want more than that. In the city of Philly, if you do that, you will get grilled. Ben Simmons got grilled. Ben Simmons is not, he's not responding well. Okay, so you sit here and you say, okay, he's 6'10", he's cool, you know, he can't shoot, but he can do other things, but he's causing a problem for the team. And it seems like the star player and the coach don't really care too much for him. So you would say trade him, right? Well, like I said, Ben Simmons is a unicorn of a player, and he was the #1 draft pick. So Daryl Morey, the GM, says, you're going to think I'm kidding. I'm not. This could take 4 years. We're in the prime of Joel's career. This is not a day-to-day issue. Every day we're going to expect Ben Simmons to be back here, or we trade him for a difference maker. All right? So every day they're expecting Ben Simmons to walk through those doors, or they're only trading him for a difference maker. All right? Another article says the 25-year-old told Philadelphia officials in August that he wanted a trade and would not report to the team. Though he rejoined the team earlier this month, he still seemingly has no interest in playing. Okay? So all this is coming up. And like I said, you're saying trade him, but the GM is saying we're not trading him for anything other than a superstar, and Ben Simmons has no interest in playing. Woj reported this week that the team will only trade Simmons for a player who will help keep them in championship contender. Okay? They're only going to trade him for somebody who's going to help them be a championship contender. So that's the problem. And the flip side to that is the newest trade scenarios. Okay, there's 4 teams, there's 4 spots he could go. And if you're in the basketball Ram, I need you to drop in the comments, if you were a Philly, would you make these trades? All right, so there's a trade between the Sixers and the Kings. Philly would get Buddy Hield, Marvin Bagley, in a future first-round pick. And the Kings will receive Ben Simmons. I actually like that, right? Question is, are you going to give away Ben Simmons for Buddy Hield, Marvin Bagley, and a future first-round pick? Are you going to do that? Because according to Daryl Morey, right, what he says is to keep them in championship contender. So remember that, right? So that's the first proposal. There's a second proposal from the Spurs, right? Hypotheticals. The Sixers will get DeJounte Murray, Derek White, and a first-round pick. Spurs will get Ben Simmons. Again, DeJounte Murray, Derek White, Those guys don't necessarily put you in championship standings. Again, I don't see a trade happening there. 76ers, right? This is the 76ers and Timberwolves. The 76ers will get Malik Beasley, Jaden McDaniels, Taurean Prince, and another first-round pick. So they're throwing everything at them. The Timberwolves get Ben Simmons. Again, not championship caliber guys. All right. Last proposal, 76ers and the Cavaliers. Right. Sixers get Colin Sexton, Kevin Love, Isaac Okoro. And the Cavs get Ben Simmons and Seth Curry. That one is completely off the table because you're not going to throw in Seth Curry too for some guys who aren't going to put you in championship contention. So basically, we're at a standstill. Now, this next news might have you happy if you're a Philly fan, or if you are looking to get Ben Simmons traded to your team, it may not be. But Ben Simmons did report back to practice, okay? Right, so like I said, he reported back to practice that day. They also had a meeting, all right, after he got suspended for detrimental conduct to the team. And Doc Rivers left the meeting saying today was a good, productive day. Everyone left saying we all need to take responsibility for the situation. And Ben Simmons said, I'm not mentally ready yet to play to my expectations. Okay, so mentally, maybe still dealing with the backlash of his teammates and trying to figure out if he wants to play for this organization, right? Hence why he's out with the back injury. He's not ready to play. I think they're going to work with him because they know they messed up. But basically today on October 23rd, they are back talking. They are semi-cordial. Ben Simmons has talked to his teammates. His teammates are a lot more loving. You know, Joel saying that's still our brother. Tobias saying we're going to give him his respect. We're going to respect his privacy. All the great things you want to hear are now coming back full circle. Okay. So with everything I just told you, are you Ben Simmons, right? That Philly's wrong and Ben Simmons is right about feeling some kind of way and he could sit out for as long as he wants? Or are you the 76ers and like, hey, you messed up. You didn't play hot. All we did was say the truth. We could have said it at a different time, but we didn't. Drop that in the comments, man. I hope y'all like this video. Leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all next time. We out.